Hello, so quick explanation tutorial about food roller and food roller expert. Basically, setups are the same, only size is different, but all operation is totally the same, so we will make one video to fit both machines. So, when we will get it, this part can be sometimes taken to parts to save space, but that's all depends with what we will ship it. Normally we don't try to take it to parts, but if it sometimes will be taken to parts, this part will be separate. Only things what will be removed is those ones, but those parts will have screws in. Those bits can be screwed out, but you see how it's fixed. It's quite easy, and it can be removed from here. Again, this part will have screws in. Height for this one, how to regulate. Based on extruder, and when you insert nozzle, height will be always when you connect machine, this is not enough, so we will just release those bottom ones and screw those bolts higher. All must be done like this, so nozzle here must be in a middle. So it will be like in the middle. Right now it's too low, but you need to regulate so it's in the middle. When it's pre-cutted, it's in the middle. After we regulated, we just tie that one down. And with two Allen keys, we just tighten it up and all will be rock solid. So connection for this part is always like done with screw. So we just, you see, just click it together and tighten it up. This is where it will be solid fixed. Those things can vary. It's depends from the ground. We have floor who going down there. That's why it's not on flat. So all construction stays like this. It's not so important. It's just to connect machinery together. So this is the one. After we connected it together, this is set up in correct height. So here we always have compressor, and to connect cutting unit with a compressor, I will show you, we need to do what? Here is the pipe, and we just insert in here. Of course, tube will go on that side, but for demonstration, we just put it in easy and then press it down. It will go and stays there quite strong. If we want to take it out, we push this black ring and then we are able to take it out. Another part of cutting unit goes always in the power supply, what you will have like this. Here is special key as here, so you will not miss and not connect it wrong, so all is quite easy. This one we plug in electricity, same as this one, and when we turning it on, it will pass electricity 12 volts only to cutting unit. After we finish work, we can just switch it off, or just keep it on and make main switch for all setup. It will be the most correct way to do it. So this is about this kind of connection. Next thing, when you will get compressor, air filters must be screwed in compressor as well. So there can be two variations of air compressors, only with one filter, here will be closed, or in this case two places for air filters, so we just screw it in. Simple as that. Next thing, about machinery. We already made stickers, they are not always there, but right now to show what do what. This regulates speed of belt, and belt speed always will be faster than extruder sausage outcoming speed. So belt is always faster. This will switch on and off, this green button, on and off cutting unit. And machine connection is done by this kind of type of wire, PC, and here is a slot for it. So we just plug it in and connect the main as well as compressor, power supply, and I suggest you just connect it in one and make one main air switch. So this is most correct way. So when we connect all, loaded it all in, we just need to turn machine on by this switch. After that, here is start stop per each section of rolls, front one and bottom one. So we just turn it on and turn it on. You will see like small noise, but it's not launched yet because frequency inventors are working, but speed regulation is not done yet. So to start working, we suggest always do like up to 12 o'clock like this, but you will not achieve round ball with these settings. It's just for the beginning, because it will be depend from the nozzle. I explain it a bit later, but how to start. Set this one to same positions, and then with each sausage we will just start to slow this one down. We're just going down, down, down till we will get round ball. Because latency, it must turn some time before it will drop out. So it will always be like perfect settings will be like this. Around 12 o'clock, bottom one, back one will be around 1, 2 o'clock. This is like normally in all situations, this is a perfect, but it can vary. About nozzle, how to cut it, I will take quickly for explanation. What we need to start with is, in this case, it's 13 millimeter. We always need to go 13 from this 13, 3 millimeter less. It will be, if it will be 20, we need to start at least 17. We cut it smaller and measure this caliper. Pardon, loads of parts here. So 3 millimeter less, and then we start. And with each test what we do, like I told you, same position. You will see firstly like dumbbells, like tic-tac shapes. And we start to cut from the nozzle small, this is too much, but so you can understand, we just not cut whole nozzle, but bit by bit, small bits out. And we do it, sorry, it was already cut in another demo, but you understand. So we do like small bits of, next time off, till we already reach quite round profile. After that, when we already receiving quite round, we start to check those regulations. Only now you can start to tweak latency between rollers. So front one going a bit back, slower. And this is exactly how it's happening. If you will achieve, then it's already nearly round when settings on motor blocks will be, on each motor will be the same. Then when we cut nozzle and it's nearly good, we start to slow down front one, and it's final tweak to get round spherical shape. Of course, you need to play with the dough as well. Sometimes it will need to be chilled to make it less stickiness. Sometimes it need to be warmer, so it's not so hard. So you need to do some work here. Not always. Sometimes it works out from the box. Sometimes you need to make tweaks. But to change roller blocks, firstly we take cutting unit off. It's easy done. We just lift it and take it off. When we placing it back, we just start with the front and sorry, extruder on the way. Need to move bit well, and it just clicks. If we have couple of those blocks, we always need to remove this glass, because it's like fixator for roller block, so it's not sliding. So we just remove cutting unit. Sorry. Too hard to do on demo. By the way, those bolts, when you get it, it's good that it fell off, it was prepared for shipping. When you will get it, always recheck, so those are tightened up. We can do it only when you will get machine, so recheck, tighten it up, it's so you don't scratch your hand, so it's just make it rounder and not sharp. But to change block, you see we remove glass, remove cutting unit, we just move it to the side, you see two of those things, you just place it there. We lift the block up, put another on, we just move it closer, and by the turning a block, we just, you see, we just catching tooth connections and fix it. That's it. After that, of course, again, it's hard to do by myself. We just place this one back on and just push it down. That's it. Machine is ready for operational job. By the way, the thing what fell off, it's not meant to be used here like I placed. Of course, you do it in advance and you place it somewhere like back of machinery, or you can put it here as there is loads of space. I just done this for purpose so you understand where, what, how connected. But anyway, let's move further. I will not put this one because firstly it's ramp, here is sorting parts, but I will not put this one so you understand what's happening here as well. If you will check here right now we tighten it up, you can release those regulate as you want and they can be easily removable for cleaning. But those things are responsible for chops because start and end will not be formed in wrong profile, and it's, we call it trash. It's the thing what will go after that back into the extruder. So always here you will have two of plates like this, you can install even more. So they are here and they collecting those bits. After that you can just take out one pack. This film you need to remove by yourself and you just drop it out into extruder. So this is for the trash. It's of course not trash, but we call it trash. Chops. Another thing what you have unit like this, these small regulations. It's always fixing here, you see it just goes in and down. For what this one is, it's for storing plates where you will collect ready rolled product. And right now it's time to install ramp. You see it's like this, and it just goes in on bottom of round stainless steel bar, and when you come back it's fixed and we can place it back. So right now balls will fall down, chops will go here, and here we will have balls, ready-made spherical product. This regulation, what it does, we need to release the screws from both sides. When we done it, we can regulate the angle. This will be too much, as you understand, it will go just out. But there is product sometimes where you need to use it, if it's soft or cubes, or you need to add already some kind of using, of course, not mesh plates, but whole plates like for trash. You can have here some kind of chocolate or whatever what you want. That's why we done this one. But normally you just regulate the angle as you want. Normally clients use it in straight position like it's right now. But basically when we work for extruder, for machine, you understand, the extruder is the same. Off, on. This one always must be on 0. Launch extruder and start to turn this knob slowly, and it will start to go faster, faster, faster till we achieve the correct extruder speed. Basically sausage outcome. Don't forget, if sausage goes out like this, belt must always go faster. The most important rule here, don't always go faster. Another thing, length of the sausage. It must be matched like minimum two of last ones. In this case, sometimes it's just one, must be free for left unused for the chops. So they will go here. And regulation for the length happening by moving this one, but responsible for length is first sensor. This is responsible for sausage length. So how long it will be extracted before this cylinder will just cut it. It's just going down and up. One time, one direction. And it will be the length. This one is responsible when it will be dropped. So again, we can move it. Sensors, by the way, are always located in the wire side. This is reflective part. We don't use this one in this system. So sensor is here and here. You will see red square here. This is like final extra stop. So with this, we don't allowing to sausage go farther than this point. So this is like final extra stop. It's always must be used, so you can regulate. But all in all, on quick hand, it's quite simple to use. Remember how to pre-cut. Operation is easy, on off. Power supplies, like we shown. Machine connection, compressor connection, it can be done on basically in one whole connection and just make main switch for it. It will be the best and the correct way to do it. But you see, on-off switch for machine, on-off switch for cutting unit, and start-stop for extruder. For compressor, start-stop is here, but you don't need to touch it because it's not releasing air when it's not working. It will be just trapped. So this is when it push down, it's off. You can do like here, yeah. So it's switching, it's up, down. Here is writing as well, so always quite easy. When setup will work, even on working setup, you can just move it around. Those sounds, it's just wheels, rubbers, as we're using soft rubber, so it's not sliding. So yeah, but all in all, this setup, as you can see, it can be even moving when it's working. Here will be another cover. We always have it in setup. I just don't want to make it dirty, but just simple plastic cover. So when you start play with the dot and nozzles, you can remove cutting unit and just use like manual version of machine. It will be just the glass and that's it. So you have extraction and you can put it on a glass and move it in with the hands. And it's just done for testing purposes. If you want so, you have that glass. For that glass, no other purposes like other thing, it's some kind of safety or not fitting. No, that glass is always just for some manual things while you're tweaking dot and other things, so you don't need to use cutting unit. Only for those purposes, there is another covering glass. But all in all, setup is like this. So again, on, off, start, stop, speed regulation, and compressor I explained it, this one I explained it, that one I explained it. If sometimes need to send motor block for some kind of repairs, will not lie, it never happened before, and it's hundreds of machines sold per year and no problems with that one. But anyway, in case if thing like this is needed, so you don't need to ship whole machine. So you just unscrew this bolt, so bolt from here and here, and that's it. All motor block like this on this frame will come off from the machine. So the thing what you will just ship, it will be just this block with the motors. Same as cutting unit. If sometimes some repairs is needed, you can ship with a frame, but it's not needed because to save transport costs, you just take cutting unit off, and here you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Unscrew those bolts and this part will come off, and again you just pack it, cutting unit by itself in a box and ship for repairs. But again, one time was one problem with the relay, but it was, I don't know, defective or whatever happened. It was like 1.5, nearly 2 years already working, so we don't know. But problem was in a thing like this. But it's inside the box, and client even exchanged it by itself, because all what we done, it's really understandable, and with all those parts it's easy to operate and even repair by yourself. Same as here, all wires already in a place, and if some problems with inventors, you can order, or if it's warranty, we send new one, and you just open cover and screw it, same as here, and all of them will be already programmed by us, so you just change it and that's it. All in all, this is really simply set up to use, really simply made to understand what must be done and all other things. By the way, this one, it's like, because I forget to tell you, this is like extra, I don't know how to call it correctly, but this will not allowing to sausage when it cuts go up, but I suggest even not to use this one. It's just for really sensitive, soft, sticky dough. Sometimes it's needed. We installed it here, but normally you don't need to touch it. This only thing what you need to touch is those again. When you see know the size of sausage, you can regulate those things to keep sausage in the middle. So you will understand quite quickly how to do it, because you will align an extruder in a line, you will see, and with those things you can regulate to be precise in the middle. Another thing, when you will pre-cut the nozzle, you see extruder is on rubber legs. If you want to be easy movable, you can stick some carpet extra pads, but we can do it because we need to make quite fixed, but many do it to have easy regulation. But as you can see, it's already quite easy to regulate. But okay, when you will pre-cut nozzle, well, when all will happen, distance between, I will move it this one away, distance from nozzle till cutting bracket must be around, it's hard to see from that kind of angle, it will be like 2-3 millimeters here. Not such length, otherwise it will not allow you to have perfect cut. It must be around couple millimeters off. And that's it. There is nothing more to be explained. You start to work, tweak it out and work. Only thing how to clean this one, it's quite simply to be done. You just screw this one. It's made from plastic. Those sounds is because it's nylon and it's not sliding on the steel to be fixed. But we just unscrew cap and remove this auger. Wash it. We can clean it here. Normally not as much, we will stick to this one. And all in all, that's it.